we're not actually in the school garden this week because we're coming up on the end of the school year if you haven't already ended it, and it's a very challenging time to get out into the garden with your class, and the other challenge that we have is that we're looking at is probably the biggest school garden challenge is maintaining it over the summer so that you can use it in the fall. So I was just going to speak really briefly about some of the strategies that we use here at Gateway Green. One of them is that we use Sign Up Genius a lot. We use it for a lot of our school gardens. We use the Sign Up Genius. It's a way to set up tasks that individuals can sign up for. One of the easiest ways is that individuals just sign up for a week and they do all of the garden tasks for that week, and then they also get the benefit of any of the garden produce that they harvest they get to keep. And that way it never goes much more than a week without having some decent maintenance, and there's a little bit of accountability. Everybody can see who signed up for which week. You could organize it in other ways. You could have specific tasks that people sign up for watering or weeding or harvesting, but it makes it really accessible to anybody that you might pull in to volunteer, whether that's a parent, a neighborhood volunteer, or somebody else who just is invested in your school garden, as long as you have their email address. One of the other things I'd like to remind schools of is that we do have volunteer groups available. So if your garden leader has come to our volunteer leader training, then your garden can request volunteer groups from us, and then that can help with some of that big kind of summer maintenance that might come up or in the fall. But you do need to come to the garden volunteer training in order to have that service available to you. The other thing is, if you haven't planted sweet potato slips, it's time to get those in the ground, and those are a great summer crop because they tolerate the heat and a little bit of neglect in the summer and shade out the weeds and just make that whole summer garden maintenance easier.